Call the meeting to order. Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Here.
Alderman Hoppy.
Here.
Alderman Kerwin.
Here.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Here.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Here.
Alderman Persick.
Here.
Alderman Studer. Alderman Tudor. Here. All present, you have a quorum.
I declare the regular meeting of the Wilmington City Council on February 18th, 2014 is now in session. Council, you have approval of the minutes for February 4th before you.
Mr. Mayor, I reviewed the minutes and found no errors. I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented and placed on file.
A motion by Alderman Tudor, second. I'm sorry. Second by Alderman Van Dyne. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yeah.
Alderman Hoppy.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.
Mayor's report, just a couple things. First thing, I'd like to remind everybody that tomorrow night at Local 150 is the Tier 2 public hearing from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in regards to the Ileana Tollway. So, council members, especially if you're available anytime, you don't have to be throughout the whole time, but it's good to be out there. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people from our community with questions. Try to help them in the way you can. We all got questions. So just to remind everybody about that. The next one I have is kind of special. I have a plaque presentation. Where is he? He's not fishing, is he?
He's in the back.
All right, there he is. He's way back in the back. I've got a plaque presentation for Mr. Tudor before we come around and present that to him. I've had the opportunity to know Jerry for many years, ever since I lived here, I guess, in 1990. When he actually started being a police officer, which was 30 years ago, I didn't know where Illinois was, let alone Wilmington. So he's been here a long time. But it's really a privilege to be able to do this. Jerry's been doing this for a long time. And I'm going to step around here and I'm going to present this plaque to Mr. Tudor for his 30 years of service. So Jerry, come on up.
You're not retiring now, are you?
I did retire.
You didn't tell Fran that.
You know,
I thought he was working.
working out of town, people come through town and say, hey, I got a ticket from some kind. And I said, what do you look like? He's short and he's really old. I say, oh, that's Jerry. So Jerry,
Southern accent.
on behalf of the city of Wilmington, I'd like to present you with this 30-year plaque and thank you for your commitment and dedication to the city of Wilmington. Jerry?
And I don't supposed to speak now.
Well, put it in this, you know, they should have got you a fishing pole and golf club.
Golf clubs, yeah, buddy.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jerry. Did anybody else have any run-ins with Mr. Tudor?
I believe Mr. Nelson did.
Did he really?
Jonathan said he got his first speeding ticket in Wilmington from Jerry. He reminded me of that.
Love you too.
All right. Well, Jerry, again, thank you for all the service you've done for this community.
Thank you.
And continue. There's your other better hat right there. All right, citizens' comments. Do I have any citizens' comments tonight?
I have a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Linda. I also work for the city. Most of you know me. I have one concern. I live in Northcrest. I don't know what's going on with the park district, but they have not plowed the lots up there at all. And for us parking on the street, we get plowed in constantly up there, especially with all the snow that we've had. Is there something that can be done about them plowing the lot?
You know, what we can do is I can have, city administrator get hold of them tomorrow, because I'm sure that's probably part of their maintenance agreement.
No,
No.
we do all the lots.
Okay, we'll have to get hold of Mr. Van Dyne.
I figured I would bring it up because I literally
I
spent 2
thought that was part of our
hours digging
maintenance
myself
agreement,
out
apparently
this
not, it's
morning.
not part of maintaining the parks.
No, it was actually brought up this week.
It was brought up at this meeting.
Who plowed the lot on the other side of the park?
Another resident that lives on that side, he had his own plow and he plowed it so he can park his truck there with the plow.
It was brought up at the last committee meeting that we had,
But
and
then it got to be like it was, the weather was.
Yeah, I know, I usually know it's probably one of the last things we do, but
It's
I
one of our, it's a non-priority, but as soon as they get some time, water main breaks. Hopefully this next couple of days will come.
Okay, but thanks for the info, Linda, we'll work on it.
Thank you.
Any other citizens' comments? Yes, sir.
Ron Pensick, I hate to ask this question again, but after this weather situation we had, the handicap parking has been ridiculous. People without stickers don't know where to park because we don't have the signs up. I brought this up, 6 months ago, before winter, nothing has still been done. I appreciate if something, and I'm sure the other people in town that have handicap stickers would like to know also. Because right now, the only thing that's in some of these places is painted on the ground. When it's raining, when it's snow covered, you cannot see the handicap. And I can't fault other people that come here that park that don't know where to park.
Right.
The law says you're supposed to have it on a post or a stanchion.
See where it's at, the process. I know it was started, I know officers.
Yeah, 6 months ago I brought it up, and it's been started, but nothing's followed through.
See where we're at. All right, any other citizens' comments? All right. Moving on, planning and zoning. Planning and zoning, we got the approval of the 2014 Wilmington zoning map. Somebody got
I
that?
got that, Mayor. I move to approve the 2014 City of Wilmington zoning map as presented.
A motion by Alderman Persick, we have a second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Kerwin. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
yes,
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yeah.
Alderman Hoppy. Yes. Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.
Thank you. Their next scheduled meeting is scheduled for Thursday, March 6, 2014. I believe it's 6 o'clock.
6. Yes, I am.
All right, committee reports, building grounds, parks, health, safety committee, Alderman Persick, Alderman Van Dyne.
Mr. Mayor, the next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, March 12th, 2014 at 6 p.m.
Water, sewer, streets, knowledge committee, Alderman Studer and Alderman Kerwin.
Mr. Mayor, next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, March 12th, 2014 at 5:30 p.m.
Police and ESDA, Alderman Studer, Alderman Tudor.
I have one. I move to approve the agreement with Dimension Funding LLC for the equipment and software for the live scan machine for the Wilmington Police Department.
Motion by Alderman Tudor, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Kerwin, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes,
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Studer. Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Hoppy.
yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.
Next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, March 11th at 5:30 p.m.
Finance Administration and Land Acquisition Committee, Alderman Studer, Alderman Tudor.
I have the first one. I move to approve the accounts payable report dated February 18, 2014 in the amount of $1,261,544.30 and the January 2014 collectors report in the amount of $327,316.30.
Motion by Alderman Tudor, do we have a second?
I second it.
Second by Alderman Hoppy, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Tudor,
Yes.
Alderman Hoppy,
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall,
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin,
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne,
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Alderman Studer,
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, I have the next one. First, I'd like to make an amendment to, or I would like to point out a type error to the agenda. Number 2, the ordinance number is 14-02-18-01. And then I would like to make a motion that we move to approve ordinance number 14-02-18-01, an ordinance setting the reasonable rate and charges for the water for the water and wastewater services, with one correction to that amendment. On page 3, number 2, there is a number that has been crossed out.
Make sure that number is $23.63
Correct.
in the ordinance, or in the motion, please.
Okay, I'll add that to the motion.
And so, for
$23.
clarity,
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move to approve ordinance number 14-02-18-01, an ordinance setting the reasonable rates for and charges for the water and wastewater charges, with a correction of number 2 on page 3, removing the number $23.63.
a motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer,
Yes.
Alderman Tudor,
Yes.
Alderman Persick,
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall,
No.
Alderman Van Dyne,
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin,
Yes.
Alderman Hoppy,
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
No.
We have 6 yes, 2 no, motion passes.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I have one more. I move to approve the intergovernmental agreement by and between Will County 911 Emergency Telephone System Board and the City of Wilmington for the funding of a 911 surcharge reallocation.
A motion by Alderman Studer, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Tudor, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Studer,
Yes.
Alderman Tudor,
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall,
Yes.
Alderman Hoppy,
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin,
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne,
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, our next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, March 18th, 2014 at 6 p.m.
Ordinance and license, Alderman Hoppy, Alderman Hall.
Mr. Mayor, we have a first reading of an ordinance amending divisions of chapters 130 and 132 of the municipal code of ordinances.
First reading.
Oh, that's it?
Thank you, Susan.
Next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, March 11th, 2014 at 6 p.m.
Personnel and Collective Bargaining Committees, Alderman Hall, Alderman Persick, do executive sessions.
We have nothing at this time, and we have an executive session, right?
Yep. Okay, City Administrator's report, Mr. Graff.
And just, everybody update on the salt. Somebody always wonders how we're doing, all the towns are doing on the salt. We did get a delivery last Thursday at 10:30 in the morning. We had to find the salt down in Columbus, Ohio to get it up here. But it was 26 ton of salt were delivered. So timely, since we had the storm on Monday.
The one that's gone today?
Yeah, the one that's gone today, basically. But that should make us, we're thinking it's gonna keep us for the rest of the season, we'll see.
Is he still looking at that other stuff to add to that?
Yeah, he's, the fine cinders, they call it, that you can use in your township and in the county, so mixing it up.
I think he's doing that now, isn't he?
Yeah. And the only other thing, we are getting a lot of phone calls on the Route 53 sidewalks. Gary did go out and look at them over by the bridge. It's pretty frozen solid. Right now, today we couldn't use the Park District snow blower because it was pretty frozen. So Gary's going to see tomorrow if possibly they can snow blow that bridge because it is it's getting warmer out, more people are walking to try to get at least one side of that bridge open.
I think the challenge is just coordinating with the state, you know, to try to get it plowed, and then the state comes by and throws all the
Right.
snow back down there.
So,
That's the challenge.
we'll see what happens. And then we did meet today, and there's a press release going out tomorrow. The Wall County Emergency Management met with numerous organizations and agencies today in regards to preparing for possible flooding. Announcement will be going out tomorrow, just be prepared. Key River with the ice and with the amount of water that's on the ground right now, and the prediction over the next 2 or 3 weeks of thaw, we hope it keeps coming. So there was a notice that went out, you do get some phone calls. The Will County volunteers went out into the Phelan Acres and out that way and did some door hangers to let people know about flood warnings regards to it. The siphon will open tomorrow, so that'll open up that channel again. We're trying to get the state and the nuclear regulatory to allow it to stay open to the 15th of March. But right now, we're allowed to keep it open, they're allowed to keep it open to March 5th. But the long-range forecast shows more of a thaw starting to happen about March 7th or 8th. So we're hoping that allow us to keep it open a little bit longer, because it does release the ice flow way down there. We do have ice. Mill Race, our ESDA crew went out and did some measurements today. We are frozen to the silt, which is a little over 4 feet we measured. So we know we got 4 feet of water in the Mill Race right now, but we came up with dirt. So it's Mill Race is totally frozen over all the way down to the silt. And then the measurements out of the river is anywhere between 16 and 18 inches. They've done some measurements, Wall County has. So we'll keep everybody posted. We'll use social media. All the agencies that were there, the school district was there too today, just to be prepared in case we end up with some ice jamming or some flooding in the area. So they're putting together what they call an emergency action plan. So they'll meet again on Monday. All the emergency agencies will be there, and we'll keep you posted. So that's it.
Attorney's report, Mr. Urban.
Thank you, no report tonight.
All right, just one quick before we go into executive session, I should have brought up, but forgot. Buildings and Grounds last week did have a meeting in regards to the dam. I believe everybody was there. I think it was a good thing, so we are progressing with that. We're trying to reach out to the IDNR and try to get everything, just working closer, working with their legal department and stuff like that. So that's still a process that's ongoing, so I want to keep everybody posted on that one. So, do I get a motion for executive session?
I make a motion at 7:19 to go into executive session for litigation and land acquisition.
A motion by Alderman Larry Hall, for a second.
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Tudor.
Yes.
Alderman Studer.
Yes.
Alderman Curry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Hoppy.
Yes.
All yes, motion passes.